He without gears and he's just not able to die whatsoever. And today we're going to continue with Tower Trials. That's right, we're going to cover floor 3 and 4. I was able to clear both of them with 6 trophies as a free-to-play player, so I'm going to provide just some strategies, tips and so on and so forth as always. We're starting with floor 3 and I'm not going to really provide the actual gameplay because this is just annoying. Overall, when we are having a look at the stage, you can see that there are a lot of CC characters. They're painful, they're annoying, and you just need to prevail them and get kinda a good outcome for your team. That's the only way how to deal with it. But anyways, the way how I was performing here and what kind of strategy I was using when we're talking about the team composition, the best one is going to be actually the mage team composition. So about the formation which I actually was using, it was this one. So we're going to switch to this one formation, 1 unit in front and 4 units behind. When we're talking about the tank here specifically, it's going to be Platin. And overall he's doing his drop great, he's able to survive, and this is a nice aspect of him that he is really tanky enough. When we're talking about the debuffs which we're going to apply and what kind of struggle we might meet here, they're going to be about the petrify effect for 2 turns. So if you don't have a unit which is going to provide petrify immunity, this is going to be really annoying because you need to actually survive first 2 turns and you want to start to deal damage from the very beginning or apply some CC characters, some their skills to add a little bit more control. So yeah, in my case I personally was using here Black Rose because I don't still have Daisy. Where is she? I don't see her. Here she is. She was with just some damage dealing set and that's pretty much it. For the other character which we need to use here, this is going to be Yon Hee. As well, I was using Merkur, and the last space I gave to Vanessa actually. So the most important part here is that you want to start with Merkur and his magic reflux skill to apply it to enemies and to start deal as many damage as you can from the very beginning. Afterwards it's up to you. You may try to use his second skill which is going to provide stun to opponents with a certain chance, but the most important part here is that you're going to receive barrier for your mage team, for your mage units. So after that you're going with Yon Hee, trying to deal damage, trying to add control with Vanessa, and if you're going to apply debuffs, this is going to be just an easy one. It's all about RNG here, quite honestly. Yeah, the last one trophy which you're able to get here, it's the magical cap. The damage cap, I mean. You're not able to deal more than 20% of max HP to opponents. That's why Merkur is going to be extremely OP here due to his magic reflux and all of these multipliers and amount of damage that you're able to deal with just a single one hit. No matter what, they're going to be multiple and a lot of them, and I found this like the most optimal composition here just to clear it with 6 trophies. Again, not going to showcase it, it's a lot of RNG in terms of debuffs from opponents, in terms of debuffs from your team, but that's pretty much it. You need to follow the speed aspect here, you want to have it higher to have the first turn. This is going to be kind of important, 141, it's not too much. Also real quick about the gears that I have for my mage composition for floor 3. We're talking here about Yon Hee, so he's with assassin set. Her stats you can see: crit damage, crit rate, all attack percentage. For Vanessa, we're using the gatekeeper set with effect hit rate on both weapons, with damage taken reduction and block rate on both of her gears. For Merkur, we're actually working here on the Spellweaver set with pretty much, let's say, almost everything at attack percentage, because the damage dealt is going to scale of his magic attack. Maybe it's not the most optimal thing to do like that, and maybe you want to go with attack percentage on both weapons and go with block rate on both gears. It's up to you. Just have a look and optimize it for yourself. When we're talking about platin, so both weapons are going to be with defense, and yes, at Gatekeeper, both gears are going to be with the block rate. And for the Black Rose, it's not really that important. She's just there for Petrify Immunity, but yeah, you can give her something in survivability if you're struggling with her, but again, she is not bringing a lot of impact except of Petrify Immunity. That's pretty much it. The thing that I wanted to show you is going to be floor 4, and here we have an opponent Rook. So in all he has 220k HP, he's really tanky, he's able to one-shot everyone almost with this one skill, and whenever he's going to kill anyone, this skill is not going to be on a cooldown. He's going to use it once again and again and again until he is not going to kill anyone with this skill. If someone is going to survive, he is going with this skill on cooldown, and after that he is using barrier. So we're going to the fight and we're going to discuss a little bit the strategy here. We're going to this type of formation because majority of us have it, and obviously mage team composition isn't working. What kind of struggles we have about him? So whenever we're talking about dealing some damage, no matter what, all types of damage to a single, to a double, to a triple, and so on and so forth, all types of damage, he's going to receive 90% less damage here. You may remove this one and kind of focus on 5 trophies, working totally fine. The other one, they're going to just strengthen him and reduce cooldowns. So the really important aspects about the strategy here. What do we need? What kind of characters we're going to use here? These are going to be Biscuit. Obviously she is one of the best options because she is going to overall increase damage dealt to bosses and weakness hit chance, which is really important for this fight because you're not going to crit him at all whatsoever. She is going to also remove buffs from opponents, and this is actually working in terms of his barrier. So whenever he's going to use his barrier, you're going to remove it with her skill. The other important character here, really important one, is going to be Lee. That's the only unit probably which can help you to survive his first skill. Yeah. The next important unit is going to be Pascal, because he's going to deal the most amount of damage. I'm going to showcase you with 5 trophies. As you see, I was able to complete with 6, and I'm going to explain you how. But yeah, the main aspect is about actually this one buff. He's neglecting all the damage dealt to him. When we're talking about 6 trophies, another important unit here is going to be an additional DPS, is actually Espada. So I moved her gear a little bit, I need it on the other character, but as you can see, she's still 1 for me. I upgraded only 1 skill, which is this one, and I was using her with Avenger set. So why is she really that great here? Is because of her skill, increases magic damage taken by 26%, with the fact that all damage is reduced by a lot to him. This helps quite a lot, and she is also able to nuke from time to time. Yeah, she is not going to have 4 stacks as it's supposed to be, but not a big deal. Still, she is able to help to actually deal with him. And the last unit, which is going to be really important for maximum amount of trophies, is going to be Velika, because she's going to reduce cooldowns, and with her reduction of cooldowns we're going to match perfectly the timings of all of his attacks, all of his skills, to apply barrier from our Lee again, and so on and so forth. And actually, for the purpose of showcases, I'm going to show it on 5 trophies without this one being applied. Just to understand how is this working. You have options here. You can add, for example, someone for survivability or for additional buffs, and for example use Lina here. And for the purpose of showcase, I'm going to remove all gears from him. We're going to do this, and we're going to do this. We're going to go without gears at all. So, as you can see, no gear being equipped. We're going with 5 trophies here, and when we're talking about 6 trophies, I will explain it by the progression of the battle. On 5 trophies you will see everything on your own. So we're starting with Lee. He without gears, and he's just not able to die whatsoever. Crazy guy. So here he's using his barrier, so we are removing it with Biscuit. And after that, if we're talking about 6 trophies, you're using skill from Espada to increase magical damage. After that, you're using her nuke skill. After that, you're using skill from Pascal. But again, the most important part is that you need to actually match the cooldowns of his first skill and cooldown of the taunt skill from Lee. We can nuke from Pascal once again. Now he's going to apply barriers, and actually I don't really need to use any skills from Lina because I have her basic attack being upgraded, and with this she's just able to heal units when they're going to get any hits. So we're playing skill from Lee once again. He's going to tank this attack. And now we're able to nuke with Pascal. And done. Pretty much easy, pretty much straightforward, nothing extraordinary, it's just that you need to have certain units. When we're talking about 6 trophies, I was able to complete it with, once again, Espada instead of Lina. And it took me like 180 turns. If you have really advanced units with high level of transcendence, with skills being upgraded, it's going to be faster. Strategy is working. The most important part is to match cooldowns of your Lee with cooldowns of the first skill from Rook. With that, you will be able to survive. And actually, without gears, obviously, you're not going to survive that one battle, because he is going to deal damage, and we're going basically without any healers at all. We don't have any space for healers in this team to actually deal with 6 trophies. So me personally, as you saw at the very beginning, I didn't unlock slots for him. I had him with 2 defensive gears, weapon and gear, both with defense percentage. That's enough for him to survive, nothing extraordinary. When we're talking about gears for Biscuit, Gatekeeper, not optimized, just for a little bit of survivability, and you saw Lina with her basic attacks, she's able to actually deal with it. Gatekeeper for Lina as well, for Velika, Gatekeeper as well, and for Pascal, the Avenger set. With a little bit crit rate, with crit damage and attack percentage. With that being said, hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and see you guys in the next one. Take care.